Do you think that the veterans will line up? There's so many who live in Arizona. Do you think that what he is doing on behalf of veterans will be enough to convince them to vote for Mr. Trump?
Well, I think what he's done in regards to raising the money for all of the different organizations has been fantastic, and I'm sure that very much appreciated by all the veterans associations that were enabled to receive the money. I think that he has really reached out and struck a chord with all the veterans. I think that he very sincerely understands the issue of veterans not being treated properly in the United States, and they are our American heroes that keep our freedom safe for all of us. And I think that we need a different direction. This country needs to go in a different direction other than how they've been treated in the past.
Do you think that Mr. Trump will be able to deliver, though, on his plans to overhaul the Veterans Administration and medical services for veterans? The statistic was actually cited by a veteran who supports Mr. Trump. 22 veterans commit suicide I think it was every day. That is the statistic. And when you look online and you look at the Washington Post article from 2015, that figure's not really in dispute. The context of it is, but essentially, we have men and women who serve this country who are committing suicide, and nobody's really spoken about that. Can Donald Trump make a difference that would cut down on that suicide rate, but also deliver the services we owe our veterans?
Absolutely. I believe that he will deliver what he has said, and he is very concerned about the vets and the long, lengthy times that they're standing in line to get health care, the idea that there's no transition period for these people, certainly the suicide mental health care that they need and deserve and is expected. It's got to be resolved. The American public and the veterans, we're just not going to sit still for it. And I believe that now you see the overwhelming support from the veterans group, not only here in Arizona, but across the country, that are supporting Mr. Trump based on that reason. And they feel very strongly about it. His speech yesterday on Memorial Day that he gave, he had an overwhelmingly exciting reception over there with thousands and thousands of people.
Governor Brewer, let me ask you one last question on this topic, and it's more of a personal question as to why you believe Mr. Trump will deliver, because I'm old enough to have covered several different administrations and several different scandals at the Veterans Administration. Every president, Republican or Democrat, promises change, and the change does not come. Why do you personally believe Donald Trump can do it?
Well, I know Mr. Trump. I've known him for a few years now, and I believe that initially he is a cat of a different breed. I believe him when he tells us that he's going to make a difference, and he continues to pursue it. He continues to say it, and he will get the job done. I believe him. I think the majority of people will believe that also, and have believed him. I think that he will make a huge difference in regards to our veterans, and I have no doubt about it. I grew up on a military base. I'm a big, strong supporter of the veterans. And it's a change that needs to come, and he, I believe, will deliver it.
Governor Brewer, thank you very much for joining us.